So I wrote this piece, Takht, in 2015, 2016. It was premiered April 2016, actually right here in Tully, for the New Juilliard Ensemble. So the New Juilliard Ensemble asked me to write this piece while I was in school. And the idea of the piece is that in an Arabic Takht, which is an ensemble that Kulthum and lots of others vocalists would sing in front of, they would have their own ensemble, and each ensemble would have one of each player in the group, one different instruments, the ney, the oud, the kanun, the derbekke, the rik, all these kind of instruments, and then they would have kind of a collection of strings along with it, plus the vocalist in the front. So I thought, well, how could I mimic this ensemble in terms of Western players? Because here at Juilliard we don't have kanun, we don't have an oud, we don't have this kind of stuff. And I thought it was an interesting challenge to sort of take all that and transform it onto Tully Hall in my own way. So in this ensemble there's one flute, there's one oboe, there's one trumpet, one trombone, one tuba, one percussion player, one harpist, and then a collection of strings, about 5 string players. So it kind of was analogous to that ensemble, with the exception of I had no vocalist in front of the group. So that became the most interesting problem for me to solve. How do I get the vocalists in the ensemble in a sort of literal way? So the one way that I did that, which the review talks about, is I opened the piece with the harpist actually singing into the back of the harp. There's these sound holes that no one sees, which I wasn't really aware of until I talked to the harpist here. So she would start the piece like this. No one could see her. She's kind of hidden behind the harp. There's no vocalist on the stage. So visually, it's kind of sort of exciting from the onset that you're hearing this voice, but there's no vocalist on stage. And then as the piece progresses, different instrumentalists are actually singing and playing into the instrument at the same time, which kind of produces this really distorted sound. So the flute would do this, the clarinets would do this, the trombone did it, the tuba did it, obviously the harp did it. So I started to have all this kind of singing built into the ensemble, kind of abstractly, because it's not literally singing, it's singing into the instrument, which produces this really crazy, vibrating, cacophonous sound. But it worked in the context of my piece, so I used it. So that's how that all kind of happened. Once I hit that solution to the problem, the piece just kind of wrote itself. But it took a long time to get to that point, to figure that out.